Should you be focusing on new customers rather than focusing on reactivating existing customers? Hey and welcome everyone. It's day 51 of our 90-day game plan. It's marketing day, and today I really thought it's an important kind of focus point on the marketing side of a story. PayPal, very interesting story there. Very early on, they realized that they really had to change a bit on who their customers are, and they really started to focus on those eBay customers. And initially, it was not about this; it was just about sending funds to each other, and then it really focused on this eBay stuff. The interesting thing with that was they really pissed off some of their existing customers, and in order to attract new customers. And so this is always a bit at odds as well. It depends also a bit in the life cycle. You may start and you may look at some bit of the scrappy customers, and over time you really kind of develop and establish. In crypto, there's also a very famous story when it comes to Ledger. Ledger, the little hardware sticks, started with really focusing on the self-custody side of things, and then they went into this online storage and obviously pissed off a lot of people who had these ledgers and didn't want this online connection. And so it's a really, really, really difficult kind of discussion and decision. And also we are having this right now internally. And I want to be very clear. Actually, we don't know exactly if we want to attract new customers with products and things that may not be so relevant to existing customers, or if we go and look for really reactivating existing customers. During those 90 days, the plan really was to really focus on new products, on new customers, on new reactivation. But obviously the question is always a bit what happens afterwards. And there's the pros and cons to that. So you need to kind of keep this a bit in mind. And we've had these questions, right? We've had people who have been with us for years and said, hey, why don't you focus on this? And why don't you focus on that staking product or that liquidity mining product? Because that's what we have been using. I understand all that. But again, it sometimes really depends on new, existing. With new customers, obviously you can get completely new income streams, but generally they're very expensive to acquire. You have existing customers already, but it's sometimes very difficult to kind of get more from these customers because they are already customers. It's also going to depend a lot when you design marketing campaigns. We discussed this very early in the 90 days where we talked about that it may make sense to do marketing campaigns that really attract new customers, and you're okay with not offering it to existing customers. But especially at such a point, right, this may make sense to really reflect when it comes to your product lifecycle, where you are with your products, where you are in your entire marketing. And in the next two marketing sessions, we're going to have, in my opinion, the best short-term marketing strategy. So we're going to be discussing this next week. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to be discussing the best long-term marketing strategies, at least in my opinion. And it's going to be relevant to reflect on this, especially when we kind of have that a bit in play, because you're going to have to build up on that. So that's going to be absolutely essential. So that's it for today, day 51, marketing day. I hope you subscribe. I hope you click the bell icon. I'll see you tomorrow. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.